forget where I'm at. So, you know, I certainly apologize. But I don't know, how many of you can remember driving your first stick shift car? Yeah, or perhaps riding with somebody that was learning how to drive? Yeah, pretty bumpy ride, right? Remember putting the clutch in first gear for the first time? You knew you had to get the clutch in first gear to start the car. And it took a minute for the gear to register before the car began moving. Slowly at first, and then all of a sudden you had to shift to second gear. And some of us may have missed second gear altogether. Yeah, and the car stalled. But you know, we knew we had to start all over again, or that car was just going to sit there, not moving. Well, you know, in many ways, our spiritual path, or raising of our conscious level, could be like our first attempts in learning to drive a stick shift car. In the car scenario, we want to get from point A to point B. And in our spiritual development, we ask Father, Mother, God to lift ourselves from where we are to where we need to be by releasing all feelings of fear and resentment and disease. We ask Father, Mother, God to help us only act out of love and to remember that only the love is real. And in today's world, that's hard to do. Everything is changing so quickly that sometimes these changes instill fear. Fear being false evidence appearing real. And we may leave our spiritual path for a moment. Many times in our spiritual development, things around us toss and turn, whether it's our health, our job, or our relationships. It just seems that we're constantly challenged and constantly having to ask ourselves, is this for my highest and best? We're constantly having to fine-tune and readjust our vibrations, just like the changing of the gears in the car. We fine-tune ourselves by reconnecting with Source, and we realize that our GPS, or our navigation system, is now our heart. You know, and as corny as it sounds, our souls know that they're fine, luxurious vehicles, Lamborghinis. Our souls start to awake and sense that they can drive these vehicles. All our souls have to do is raise the vibrational level, get rid of all the drama in our lives, and realize that only the love is real. You see, love would be equivalent to the gasoline you put in the car. Not enough gas, and the car stalls. Not enough love, and we stall out as human beings. We need to appreciate ourselves and love our fellow human beings in order to keep that gas tank full. Love is our spiritual fuel. You know, when I first landed in the Harmony parking lot, I was kind of like a sputtering 3-speed. You know, I was running. I had the first 3 gears. I had air, food, water, and my material needs were being met. And I imagine, to some looking in, I had everything going on. But you know, I knew that I was a luxury vehicle. I was a Lamborghini. And I had just forgotten how to shift into higher gears. I had forgotten how to connect to higher power. And I had forgotten that higher power and I were co-creators. I had forgotten the beautiful world of the luxurious vehicle, or my spiritual world. Through learning how to reconnect with higher power, through meditations and realizing that life was not just about me, but about how fraternal service was the way of life. Higher power and I have created a Lamborghini, so to speak. And you know what? This Lamborghini cannot be repossessed because no one has the right to take away our rightful inheritance as a child of God or higher power. And the beauty is, I owe no monthly payment on this vehicle. I don't have to pay insurance on this vehicle. I don't have to take it to the shop. And I can drive my Lamborghini anywhere, anytime, and as fast as I want. Now, for those of you who know me, yeah, I know that I don't have a physical Lamborghini. But I want to tell you that when I am totally connected with higher power, I feel all the love as I sail down the universal harmonic highway, totally at peace and one with the universe. And no one can tell me that the Taurus I physically drive is not a Lamborghini. Thank you, Joss. The only thing I have to remember is that I am a child of higher power. Prosperity is my birthright, and I am so grateful for all my abundance and all my earthly lessons. Now, if you would like to all join with me, and we will start our engines and really start to shift those gears. And if you'd like to repeat with me, first gear, tenet number 1. I affirm the fatherhood of God and the brotherhood of man. And now we're going into second gear, tenet number 2. I affirm the eternality of life and living. And we're going into gear number 3, tenet number 3. I affirm the power of prayer. Tenet number 4. I affirm the practice of spiritual healing. Tenet number 5. I affirm the reality of the psychic principle. Tenet number 6. I affirm soul growth as the purpose of life. And tenet number 7. I affirm fraternal service as the way of life. Well, I hope you all find your keys to your Lamborghinis this week, and you sail down that universal harmonic highway and connect with higher power. Thank you very much, and God bless you all.